When I was starting out as a part-time marketing freelancer, I thought it would be simple to get a few clients. And it was, but it wasn't necessarily easy. And with the goal at the time of quitting my job and finally working for myself, I quickly learned how much effort it would take for me to replace my income as a newbie freelancer. I was desperate, however, to leave my current job, but with this hefty mortgage hanging around my neck that I had to pay out every single month, and my newborn son, Jack, counting on me to provide for him and his mother and our household, I needed a plan. I needed a system, a strategy that would damn near guarantee my success in this new venture. Simply put, failure was not an option, and it still isn't. So today I'm going to share with you 3 valuable tips that worked for me when I was trying to boost my freelance income so that I could start living the life that I've always dreamt of. And whether you're going to be doing freelancing on the side or you're already a full-time freelancer, these tips will help you increase the likelihood of new opportunities coming across your path. It's time to accelerate your earning potential today. If you've ever been in this position or you find yourself going through something similar to this right now, make sure to smash that like button to support the community by proving that even though you might be building something on your own, none of us are actually in this alone. Everybody watching this can look at that like button, and where they see those thumbs ups, they can know that other people are out there doing the same thing. We're all somewhere in this journey. And so hopefully these tips can help you accelerate that process today. All right, let's jump into it. Number 1, position. The first and arguably most important thing to consider when getting going is positioning. You have to position yourself to be seen as a competent individual who's ready to help new clients. Proper positioning has been responsible for about 60% of the clients that I've worked with up to this point. So this is big. Within positioning, there's basically 3 spots that you can begin to show up online. First off, online marketplaces. You've heard of freelancer.com, Upwork, Fiverr, and there's some other boutique spots. Like for me, there's a place called Marketer Hire that's been really successful for my journey as well. These are obvious places to show up online if you want to increase your earning potential. Platforms like these make it incredibly easy to be seen by businesses looking for skilled pros just like you. And although they have their own way of operating, this was my first major move when I got started as an email marketer. I created a freelancer profile on multiple marketplaces. I set my prices, which I think I went for like $40 an hour at the time. And this was while I was still working my other job, mind you. So I had this full-time job, and on my lunch break, whenever I had some extra time, I was setting these things up. I started combing through the job posting boards and looking for opportunities that I think I could be a good fit for, and I could jump into it. And what's cool about this is there's basically 2 different ways it can work for you. On these marketplaces, go out and find a gig that looks interesting to you and apply. Or because you're now discoverable, you've positioned yourself on the marketplace as somebody who's ready to be hired. Potential clients can come across your profile, really enjoy the skills and who you are as a person, and probably reach out to you to see if you guys want to work together. The second place that you can begin to show up online in this positioning section is social media. LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of them. I don't need to explain what social media is in today's modern tech-driven world, right? But if you're looking to boost your income, then sharing your skills on social platforms is a great way to begin building connections, which in turn opens up the door for more opportunities to come your way. And something else that's cool, on certain social media platforms, you could consider joining different groups or communities on these platforms to maximize your reach. We're trying to position ourselves as many places as possible online so that we are just more discoverable. When you're getting going, that's the hardest thing, is landing that first client, trying to figure out what that first gig is gonna be. So if we're fishing, try to throw as many lines out in the water as you can, and then as soon as you get a bite on something, go over there and explore it. And as that's happening, while you're waiting for bites to come through, make sure that you stay on top of going out there and trying to find it as well. The third place that you can begin to show up online is your own website. Like for me, I grabbed my name, evanshank.com. It's a spot where I can position myself online as an expert in my field. Link in the description if you're interested in checking that out. This is even more self-explanatory than all the other things I've mentioned. It's your very own website. And the biggest advice I can give here is just start small. Do not, and I repeat, do not get swallowed up by this fictitious need to have a pro-level 15-page website before you even begin promoting yourself. Start small and build over time. My site, evanshank.com, has been a work in progress since I launched it using Squarespace, and it could always use improvements. In fact, in the next 6 months or so, I think I'm going to do a complete overhaul and make it exactly what I've always wanted. Having your own site is crucial if you want to grow your freelance business into something bigger eventually. So this is a long-term play. I would say set it up as early as you'd like, but don't get caught up in the process of doing that. It's time to go get jobs to increase our earning potential, right? And the last thing I'll mention on positioning is don't feel like you need to be everywhere all at once. Do a little bit of research, determine which platforms are best for you and your skills and who you're trying to work with, and commit to connecting with people while also leveraging the unique tools and features that are available to you. Being on multiple platforms, you'll see that there's pros and cons to each platform. So having a mixed and match approach is great. Congrats. You've now positioned yourself so that people can now find you and inquire with you. The second tip for boosting your earning potential as a freelancer is promote. This is where we get to start being creative. Promoting yourself as a ready-to-work freelance professional is important in order to stand out in the eyes of future clients. If you want to increase your rates quickly without losing out on opportunities, you better have content out there that's promoting you. Promotion all on its own has been responsible for about 40% of the clients I've worked with up to this point. So between positioning and promoting, that's pretty much brought all of the clients towards me. Now with promotion, don't think that you need to have some sort of elaborate content marketing strategy though. There's plenty of people out there that make it look really overwhelming because they're on all of the different platforms. They have unique content firing out multiple times a day. Don't feel like you need to compete with them. You are where you are right now. Let's take baby steps, but promotion is important to get going with. So start posting on these platforms with the intent of delivering valuable content to your target audience, which is your future clients. What would they be impressed to see? What would stand out and validate you as a skilled professional? Content as a whole kind of comes in 3 primary forms: text, audio, and video. To get the ball rolling for you, here's a few content ideas. You could be posting unique industry insights, perspectives, ideas. You could be posting about success stories from previous gigs if you have that. Or what about posting tutorials within your niche? Like for me as an email marketer, making tutorials on how to send an email in MailChimp or any of the other email marketing platforms that are out there. These quick tutorials, you're giving away something for free. It's gonna make you look really credible and trustworthy in the eyes of the people seeing it. And once again, we've positioned ourselves online where potential clients are, and now we're feeding content out there to show how competent, capable, and trustworthy we are. And another content idea is doing interviews with past clients. Maybe you set up a small podcast. It could be super grassroots, but what you could do is interview your past clients and talking about the struggles they had, what you guys did working together, and the success that their business now has because of working with you. You use that as content to put that out on the platforms that you're on, and you're off to the races. So with promotion, go look at what's being shared and engaged with in your niche and your industry and emulate that. The next step is to post quality content consistently by creating a system that makes it easier to promote while not slipping in other areas of your business. This video that you're watching right now stems off of an email newsletter that I send out every single Monday. It's called M&M Mondays, and you can sign up in the description below. Every week in my business, I'm learning new things about being a solopreneur, and I'm taking in information from people that are further along than me. If you'd like to receive boiled down insights and tips and tricks on marketing and mindset specifically for solopreneurs, then make sure you head to the link in the description so you can jump on that email newsletter, because that is my pride and joy, and that's where I would love to have you. Going into the third and final tip for us today is Productize. If you want to truly boost your income as a freelancer, consider productizing. All productizing is you have a skill, you're good at something, and you keep getting hired by clients to do skill X, Y, or Z. Once you've done that same type of job for a handful of clients, why not build something once so that you can sell it over and over again without any additional work? For instance, create an online course. In my experience as an email marketing freelancer, I've helped dozens of small businesses across a wide range of industries set up their email marketing system and begin sending emails on their behalf. It didn't take long for me to realize that there was no good course out there that taught the fundamentals of email marketing in a way that could help someone get started quickly if they didn't have the budget to hire somebody like me. So I created it. It's called Simple Email Marketing, and it's available to you right now. And if you're interested, you can learn more by clicking the link in the description below. But essentially what I did was I took my knowledge and experience and I made a product out of it. Now it's something that I can sell or do whatever I want with forever. Now, if your ultimate goal is to go beyond the job of a freelancer into solopreneurship, something a little bit more expansive, look for ways to productize what you know. Who knows? Before long, you may stop taking on new clients altogether due to a booming business with multiple revenue streams. So between positioning, promoting, and productizing, you'll be well on your way to an insanely profitable freelancing business. But it all starts with landing your first gig. So watch this video next to see how I did exactly that. And until next time, peace.